In this video, I will show you how to create an assessment in MasteryConnect that was really create an answer key for an open-ended assessment in MasteryConnect that you want to grade using the Bubblesheet scoring rubric. So the way you do that, you want to first go to the Assessments tab in MasteryConnect. Click the orange button, Add Assessment. Then you want to select your subject, your core, and your class. Just for these purposes, let's just do one standard. And let's name this standard sample. When you're doing an open-ended assessment, students won't be actually able to put their answers in MasteryConnect. So you either can upload the file so that students can see it on MasteryConnect and then they can write it down on paper, or you can give the assessment, give them a share Google Doc with them, have them turn it into Google Classroom or through Canvas, whatever learning management system you're using, and then just pull up their responses from that platform and grade it using MasteryConnect. If you wanted to do it that way, you would not have to upload a file. If you wanted them to see the questions on MasteryConnect and they just respond on their own sheet of paper in written form, you would just upload the file and your file would just contain your questions. Okay, so I'm just going to, for ease sake, I'm going to say no file to upload. And for the question type, I'm going to go to Bubblesheet Rubric Scoring. And I'm going to put 5 questions there. Now what this does, this here shows the standard. This shows the type of question. So this is a Bubblesheet Rubric Scoring question. And here are the number of points. So for a Bubblesheet, on a Bubblesheet you have letters A through E. And when you score it, whatever you bubble in is how many points the student's going to get. So let's say, for instance, with that example I used for the English example, where the student can get up to 4 points, you would mark A as being 4, B as being 3, C as being 2, D as being 1, and E would be 0 points. So for instance, if a student got on question 1, if you're going to respond or you're going to give that student full credit, you would bubble A for that student, and then that student will get the full 4 points. The good thing about the Bubblesheet rubric scoring is that you don't have to have the same amount of points each time. So this next question could only be worth 3 points. So you can do 3, 2, 1, and then you can make this 0. So that means if you bubble 3 for the second one, A for the second one will be worth 3 points. I think it's easier for it to be consistent so you don't forget, but that's how you go through and you assign points. Okay, I have gone in and filled in the points for each one of the questions. So I'm going to be consistent and have each question have the same amount of points. And so I have a total of 20 points for this assessment, and it's all one standard. So I have to mark what's mastery and near mastery. So mastery is going to be a roughly 79 to 80%. So I'm going to put a 16 here. So if a student gets 16 of 20 points, they're going to be in the green, 16 and above. Near mastery is usually 50%, between 50% and 80%. So 50% of 20 is 10. So if a student scores between 16 and 20, it's going to show up as green in the tracker. Between 10 and 16, it's going to show up as yellow in the tracker. And anything less than 10 is going to show up as red in the tracker. Once I've done that, I'm going to click Create Assessment.